Hello everybody, welcome to live stream number, I think it's number 13 or 14? I'm not sure. Unfortunately, Matt cannot join me today. He is stuck in atrocious traffic, per his words. People forgot how to drive today, apparently. So yeah, he's stuck in really bad traffic far away, so he will not be able to come and make it. I don't know if... I highly doubt that he'd be here later. This might be one of the shorter live streams that I do, because I'm just kind of tired. I might need to restructure when I do my live streams to figure out my work schedule, how that blends in with all of that. But yeah. So thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't be shy. There we go. Just gonna get started here with a sketch commission that was done a few months ago for one of my patrons, Mary, and she asked for me to color hers this month because she won the raffle. Again. Yes, it's Photoshop, Kylie. It's Photoshop CC, which is the Creative Cloud. That's basically like the only way you can get like a more modern version of Photoshop these days is to get it online. So it's monthly payments nowadays. I used to have CS4, which was still like where you could go and you can buy this software disk on the shelf of the store, but unfortunately, I don't really think that's much of the case anymore. Unless maybe you're a business owner. You can probably get it. But I think nowadays they really like to push getting you on the Creative Cloud. They've got to have money. Yeah, I'm sorry for like the non-talkativeness this time around. Usually I have Matt to help me with, you know, doing that kind of stuff. So this one's probably going to be a bit more chill, but you are still welcome to ask questions. Don't feel like you shouldn't ask questions because I'm being a little bit quiet today. That's not the case. Ask away. I think it's just kind of like an off Wednesday. There's not a lot of people that are available to watch live streams. Yeah. I think that's generally what people do. Ooh. Testing it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think that style kind of particularly comes out in this pony art for some reason. Usually my pony art is not as realistic looking, but I feel like it matches the character. Hey, Jeremy Shy. What's up? Oh boy, I'm gonna get really mad at this program for doing this to me. There we go. Thank you. Why is it not grabbing the handle of the damn pen tool? Grab it, thank you. Oh, what's my favorite form of art? Um, to do, probably digital. It's just kind of, I started really early into the digital stuff, and that's mostly what I do, like for commissions and all that stuff, and what I mostly did throughout college, and what I mostly do at work. So, yeah, I'd probably just say my preferred way is digital, but, you know, it's always nice to get your hands dirty every once in a while and do some traditional art. And it's also, I think it's also important to do some traditional art. If you're a digital artist, I would highly recommend that every once in a while you do some traditional, just to mix things up a bit. Yeah, it's always interesting that throughout school, what I quickly realized was that not a lot of people know digital art, or not quite yet, at least. Like a lot of the students that I went to school with, they mostly traditional. Every once in a while they would do digital, or either like they were just currently taking a class for digital stuff. But a lot of the time they were traditional artists, and they were fantastic. And I'm like, damn, I wish I knew how to do that. Or it's always required that you do some traditional, like, basic class where, like, you're like, this week we're gonna paint with oils, this week we're gonna use charcoal or graphite or something like that. And those classes were fantastic. But I think a lot of the time it's not really required to do digital art unless you're doing a certain profession, like a certain major in which that's pretty much required, like graphic design. For illustration, you don't really need to know computers and how to do digital art. But I think it's a plus. I think it's always a good skill to have, to know how to do art digitally. So I hope you have fun going into the digital art world. Pen tablet always helps. At work, I'm so spoiled. I started a new job 3 weeks ago, and we have Cintiqs. Like, everybody's supplied with a Cintiq, so I'm like totally spoiled at work. And then I come home and I have a really nice tablet here. I have an Intuos 4. It's not a Cintiq, but still, it's pretty dang good as far as quality goes, especially for the price that I got it at. But yeah, digital art is always easier when you have a tablet. So I would recommend, if you haven't, to like look into it and maybe invest in like one of the cheaper models that still get the job done pretty decently. Like Wacom, they usually do pretty good ones that are affordable on the lower end. Yeah, like Wacom and Intuos, those are getting a little up there in years, but they're still fantastic Wacoms, and yeah, since they're kind of starting to be phased out, their prices are really good, so I'm glad you got one for such a good price. Whoopsie. There we go. Selected both of them, didn't I? Nope, I didn't. Heck yeah, that Amazon Prime. Gotta love it. Hi, Zap. No Matt today, unfortunately. He's stuck in traffic. No worries, Zap. This probably won't be a very long live stream anyways. Let's see what we got. Cute. Oh my goodness. I really like the design. I like the colors too. Nice. Structure, color palette, design. Okay. Well, as an idea and as a design, I think the pony is pretty strong. I really like the colors that you chose. I like the hair. I think the eyes are different. They're really nice. No problem, Mars Tech. Matt's super late because he's in traffic. So, number one, I'm not the best at giving advice, but I will always try my darndest because I like to help. So as far as structure goes, what I like to do to get ponies, to get a feel for like the pony's structure, is I always start with like a circle for the head, and then I'll go ahead with the neck, and usually it's like a S curve for that. So you'll have the neck come down here, and then the chest pops out from the head, and then the back, usually in My Little Pony style, it's either like kind of pretty straight, or either it curves outward like that. So it either goes like, maybe not for that one. Yeah, it's mostly, usually they go straight. But if the horse's head's bending forward, it definitely does bend forward. So from there, sometimes what I think helps people is like they'll do a circle for the head, circle for like where the chest area should be, and then like a circle for the back. So I think that's a little too far away. My Little Pony styles, everything is very much condensed into one small space. I just messed up my Photoshop. hold on. Trying to fix it. Ah! Okay, never mind. I won't fix it. Get back in there. Get back where you're supposed to be. Darn it. I messed up my Photoshop. Okay, oh well. So yeah. I hope I help you in some sort of way. Because I'm not the best. Oh shit. I just lost my toolbar. No, give me back my toolbar. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out. Where's my toolbar? Hotbar, please. Tools? There they are. There they went. Pop back where you're supposed to be. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. So. My Little Pony tends to be very curvy. So like I've seen it help a lot of people to do like the 3 circles, like circle for the head, circle for the chest, and then circle for the bum area. And so what I do after that is I just kind of connect them all together. Just so it has like that bean shape in the middle there for the torso. So then you can really get like that belly that bows outward for like a lot of ponies. Alright. Then from Zer for legs. Their legs are just like tubes that stick out. So you'll have like a almost straight line, but still it's slightly curved, and then this one is gonna be a little more curved than that one. And then you'll just connect them. That one you don't need to worry about because it's back behind. Again, I don't know if this is helping in the slightest, but please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so for the hind leg, you've kind of got this whole thing going on where it's like a really harsh bum, and then it juts out for the leg pretty harshly. Usually what you would want to do, like, I mean, if that's your style, go for it. I don't have any problem with it, but if you want to be a little more closer to like the show style, I would say that you just need to like be a little more subtle with it, I guess is the word for it. So when you have this circle for the bum, what you'll do is you'll just have this curve come out, a very slight curve. It's going to be an S curve. So it goes inward, and then it goes outward for, I guess, is that their ankle? Is that a horse's ankle there? I don't even know. And then you'll have this kind of come close. Actually, you know, that does not look exactly right. That one's a little too close. Okay. And then what I do is I do the hind leg, the back end of the leg first. Because if you do this one first, I feel like a lot of the times it gets a little wonky. I'm gonna rework this. Also, like, just don't be afraid of erasing. Alright, so this leg, you're not gonna really, if you do draw the bum circle, you're not exactly gonna trace over it for like the leg because it's a subtle curve. And then you're gonna come down. I feel like this leg's kind of thick. Let's thin it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, Then you can just erase the bum circle. Adjust the stomach however you like. If your horse is thin, then usually you would like do an upward sweep like that. But generally ponies have a bit of a bowed out stomach like that. And here for the back leg. Basically, if you're doing just like a standard standing stance, you just kind of follow the first leg that you did. And usually I do like the foreleg, like the leg that's in front first before I do the back leg. Especially when like the pony's just standing. So I have something to work off of. I like how tall your pony is too. I might adjust this to be tall like your pony. Because I love the designs with the tall legs on ponies. I just love it. Let's see. Let's stretch these a teensy bit. Another good thing about digital art, you can just do that. You're just like, oh, I don't like the shape of that. I'm just gonna stretch it. And then you do it. And it's so fucking easy. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Okay, get rid of some of these marks. Erky-dirk. And I can send you like a JPEG of this file when I'm done. If you want to just use it as kind of like a reference point, that's totally fine. Let's see. Let's do the tail. I like the tail. Oh, Jeffrey's home. Hello, babe.
Hello!
Wow, you got it cut short. You got his hair cut.
Is it bad?
No.
Is it
It's
good?
just short.
Yeah.
I was so used to your surfer boy haircut for such a long time.
So who do we got joining you today?
We got Kylie, a new person.
Hi.
Unfortunately, they were like, oh, this is my first and my perfect podcast. I can't wait. And I'm like, I am so sorry. This is a live stream for my art. But they stuck around, so thank you, Kylie, for sticking around.
Nice. I like Kylie.
And we've got Zap and Ars Tech. And Drummer Shy was in here a little while ago, but I don't know if he's still here.
Sweet. How's your arting going?
It's going good. I'm helping Kylie. Because this is his or her. I think it's her. Pony that she sent me, and she asked for constructive
Can you smell my hair?
criticism. No, I'm okay right now. My nose is a little bit stuffy.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go wash my hair. Well, cool. I'm gonna wash my hair and then I'm gonna be editing.
Okay.
How long are you going till tonight?
I'll probably be another like maybe 15 minutes.
Oh, there's no rush.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I just didn't want you to think I was like...
No, probably another 15-20 minutes. Something
Cool.
like that.
I'll go take a shower.
Okay. Okay, for the head. The face. I think the face, other than the legs, are probably the hardest things to get right on ponies. Because, like, very quickly they can start to look really weird. But the good thing about the face is that's where a lot of variation comes in, where like you can have, you know, the standard mouth that all the main 6 have, or you can have like a snail's nose where it's like more big. You can have like a Cadence or Celestia or Luna nose where it's pointed. And so on and so forth. There's so many different variations especially nowadays in the show, I think they're doing a lot better with like variety in design. But I'm gonna go ahead and like do kind of like a standard. Sure. If you're one of those people that likes to do like the cutting the circle in half in order to show you where like this nose should start, feel free to go ahead. I don't generally do that anymore, at least. But yeah, you have this curve out and curve back in, and a lot of the times their smiles are really extreme, so like they go up into their like muzzles when instead of their cheeks. I think her head's a little small, actually. I'm drawing her head small, but it will. And then the rest of the face kind of curves outward from there and connects to the neck. You know, that mouth was actually a little too extreme. Let me try that again. Right there. That's the sweet spot. Right there. Okay. So now that I've got this half line, that actually I could use that to kind of place the eyeballs, in which like half the line is to where like the eyeball is exactly cut in half by that line. So the bottom of the eye, usually, like if the pony's smiling, usually the bottom of the eye kind of meets with, is on like the same point where the mouth is, if that makes any sense. You got a big ovular eye. And bring up the forehead quite a bit. Make sure it connects to the back. And then you go ahead and erase all the other crap you don't need. Me, for my eyeballs, I generally, like, if I'm doing just like quick art, I just do like a big black iris and then do like an eye shine, just so it looks, the eye shine really helps it give some life into the pony, I think. Just into the eye, it just like adds that extra detail that really makes it look nice, in my opinion. So I would always recommend just doing a little eye shine. Like boop. Like that. Okay. But I like your eyes that you did for your pony, so I'm gonna try and do my best rendition of that. Let's see, so you got like this thick line that comes up here. Eyelashes. Let's see. Has less of an ovular shape and kind of comes into like almost a diamond or like a heart, half of a heart type of shape. I like it. Cute. And generally, another detail that I just like to put, like if your pony is in side view or 3/4 view, I like to put an eyelash that is simply a stylistic choice. You do not have to do it. But that's something that I like to do, to kind of just imply, yeah, there's another eye back there. Alright, going on to the ears. Generally, I like to make my ears round. People like to make their ears pointed, like you have, and that's totally fine. Just depends on your preference. Wonder if I should. More of a subtle smile based on your pony. Then for your hair, you did a really good job on the hair, I gotta say. Like, it looks really nice, and it looks like it's actually like growing from the head. A lot of people, like, sometimes people struggle with hair and making it look like it's actually like on top of the head. Like growing from it, and sometimes it ends up looking like it's a weird hat or a wig. But I think you did it really well. I think you've got that concept down pretty well, that, you know, the hairline's not up here where the top of the head is. The hairline, you know, sometimes comes a little bit lower. And you grasped that pretty well. So I commend you for that. Good job. And I love ponies with short hair, so I think she's really cute. Cutie mark. I'm gonna do a front view. I'm gonna do a front view real quick. Front views can be challenging, especially for ponies, because they look fucking weird sometimes. They're so bug-eyed that it can be hard to get it right. So, like, usually for a front view, pretty much like you have it, there's like one like C curve, like not even a C, but like a subtle curve for the nozzle, the top of the nose. I'm gonna just do the nose for now. Okay. And then two little slits for the nosies, the nostrils. And then you got like a crooked smile on your pony. I like that too. Okay. Let's see. And again, I'm just gonna do the black eye with shine, just for the quickness of it. Does she have an earring? She has an earring. That's even cuter. Yes. And again, for the hair, I think you did a good job for the front view, making it not look like it's a weird hat or a wig on her head. This character's cute. But yeah, as far as like critiques on design, I don't really have any. I think the color and I think the design is overall cute. Just it takes some practice to get used to like drawing ponies, especially like especially in this style, in the show style, if that's what you're after. It can be a little tough at first to like get it right. As with like I guess anything, but practice makes perfect. I know you probably hear that a lot, but it's definitely true. So yeah, I sincerely hope that this helped you in some way. I'm not the best teacher. That would be my sister. She actually went to school for teaching. But yeah, this character's cute. I love the colors. I love the design. I just think it's probably like I think another good thing for you is to just look at screenshots from the show and use those as reference points for when you're drawing. Because sometimes it can be really hard to freehand certain positions, like this right hoof lifted off the ground. That's so difficult to do freehand or out of your imagination. Sometimes I even struggle with it, but didn't look quite right. But yeah, as I said, I sometimes struggle with it. It's tough. Now she has 4 legs. Oh my god. I'll just erase that other one back there. But yeah, reference always helps. Practice. And yeah, I mean, you're always welcome to ask me questions and come to my live streams and watch me draw. Sometimes that seems to help people, is to just watch other people do their thing. I know I've done it for a lot of the artists that I admire. Sometimes when they do live streams, I'll tune in and I'll see how they do things, and I'll be like, oh, that's really cool, and then I'll try it with my art. Here's one of my strong suits in. Thank you. It's one of Pony Sana. Yeah, definitely, like, I think, like, anybody can draw. Anybody can, like, learn and draw. And do it well. It just is a matter of whether you keep at it or... But yeah, or just bother to start drawing. If you want to draw, you gotta start somewhere. So yeah. Well, thank you for sharing this cute pony with me. So cute. Oopsie. I'm trying to erase things, but I'm actually drawing things. Oh, no. I'm trying to erase. Thank you. There we go. I'm gonna save this as a JPEG. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna close things out for tonight. It went on for about an hour and 15 minutes, a good amount of time. So thank you guys for joining. Oh, hi Hope. Hi Chris.
You made it.
And bye. Probably next stream will be a bit longer, and hopefully Matt will be able to make it out for that one.
I didn't get the link.
Oh, didn't get the link. Shit. Alright, thank you guys for joining, and good night.